So here we are in somewhereville,
Indiana.
Indiana.
We are in South Bend, Indiana.
Exactly what I said. We're in South Bend, Indiana. As you can tell by the beautiful trees, apparently Indiana is known for its trees. I just made that up. I really don't know.
Well, we have stayed at 4 different parks over the last week, and this is the first one that honestly has a bunch of trees.
Well, we are bringing you a short video this week because the word of the day is back up.
Back up.
Yeah, so,
Like a toilet backup?
you know, like I feel backed up because of all the problems. So we have our video all set, and I'll get it out as soon as I can, but my hard drive, my external hard drive, actually crashed and has some error, and I can't get the video off. I have 2 videos there dropped, ready to drop, and I can't upload them or anything because, of course, I put it on my external hard drive. And little quick lesson, that I need to have a second external hard drive for these cases where
You need a backup for your backup.
yeah. So okay. So that's what we're doing, but we're going to go over some information of what we have coming up. We're actually traveling because we're meeting with different vendors about our Airstream. The reason that we're doing this, not so much to try and get sponsors or anything like that, but what we're doing is we're really researching the type of products that we're putting in our unit. So we're looking at the companies that's been with Airstream for a while, or maybe some companies that are new to Airstream, and we're kind of weighing, which ones work best, because we want to bring that to you, so that way, if you're ever in the same, find yourself with the same opportunity of having to replace something, at least you have, some more information out there of some people who's actually studied the products.
Yes. One thing that I think about when we're talking about this is when we first got started, we would look for recommendations on, okay, you're looking at putting your subfloor in. So what type of product do you purchase? What grade? What kind of treatments do you use, on your plywood, etc.? People who are not using plywood products, what are those? And sometimes people just say, hey, I use such and such, and they give you like one sentence of why they chose to use that. Well, for us, we know what types of products, for the most part, for the next few videos, that we want to use. And so we're doing the research on those companies, and if they were accessible and available and willing to let us come in and do some video
Within a 20-state, swath of where we're going.
Right, then we reached out to them and said, hey, we're looking at purchasing your products for our RV, and we'd like to come by and do a little interview and take some footage of your manufacturing plant and explain to people why we chose to use your products.
Right.
So that's kind of what we've been doing. We've been busy with that project, and we apologize we didn't have a video last week, and that we're not really going to have a video this week on updates on our restoration. We do know that our axles are in.
Yep.
They are located in the DFW area right now, waiting for us to come pick them up when we get back to Texas. And so we'll be going by and picking them up and taking our frame to the frame and alignment shop that we had talked about.
Yep, we're going to rebuild it. We're not going to repair it.
Correct.
It just doesn't make sense for me to spend, $2,000, nearly $2,000 on, just doing a sandblast whenever I can take that extra $2,000 and put it towards new material. So I'm working with our local trailer repair facility, and we're going to upgrade. Of course, the one thing I wanted is not only new steel, but I wanted thicker gauge steel, because of course we're going to make this a little bit heavier to support, not only my weight, but some of the stuff that we're going to put in. I don't want to be confounded to try and find everything ultra light to put in there.
For instance, like some of the battery systems, some of the furniture that we're going to build to be able to support our lifestyle, etc. We want to make sure that our frame is set up to do whatever it is that we need to do.
Right.
We made sure that we purchased axles that have a heavier weight rating than what was originally purchased.
Yeah, and everything that we're doing, we're talking maybe 1,000 pounds. I've already talked to them, and we're looking at anywhere between 500 pounds max added to the axles, of actually really beefing it up. And keeping it, the outrigger's kind of the same, so, there is some flex.
Right.
for the unit. But done, some research on this. The tolerances, you know, we could actually beef it up, and it'll be just fine. It's not going to fall apart. As some of the reading that I've come across,
But
people think it's supposed to flex all the time.
But we've also seen a lot of people who have added the extra rigidness to their
Right.
trailer, and which adds weight.
So we're gonna,
So-
we're going with a thicker gauge of our C channels down, and then instead of using the stamped little stamp steel for the cross members, which are expensive, just to get those replaced, I can actually get structural C channel, 3-inch C channel, and run that across at probably a third of the cost. So that's what we're going to be looking at doing here pretty soon. So
let's tell them a little bit about what we've done since we left Texas, that they
Okay.
can kind of look forward to within the next 2 to 3 videos that we put out over the next few weeks.
So we have met with,
Assuming that our backup can get restored and we can regain access to all of that footage.
I'm going to hate this trip if I don't.
We need good vibes, prayers, everything that you can send this way so that we can get that sucker
Right.
restored so that we can get access to it.
So electrical, we actually reached out to Parallax, which is one of the primary companies that for years Airstream used. And there seems to be some discussion out there of a really relatively newfangled term, which is a 3-phase on their power converters, and so in my research I looked at this and I wanted to actually reach out to them and talk to them about it and find out, is there multi-phase? Does it work? And what is a 3-phase? And so we've got some information coming out very shortly on that, and I'll be bringing that to you from them, from some of the experts over there.
Yeah, we actually got to spend a better part of a whole day out there meeting the people who work for Parallax, actually getting to spend time and visit with the engineers who are behind their systems,
Right.
who design those systems. They are, from our perspective and what we've researched and met them firsthand, they are an excellent company to
Right.
work with. We also went up to Jackson Center, Ohio, and went through a tour at the Airstream factory.
Yes.
That was awesome. All 4 of us enjoyed that. We
Right.
took the kids. We have one of our viewers actually works at the Airstream plant. His name's Tim Smith, and he works on the final kind of area. He's a troubleshooter. We invited him to come to
Electrical
Texas so that he could help us troubleshoot our issues. And anyway, it was awesome. I encourage everyone, even if you're not looking at purchasing an Airstream, to go by and do the tours. In fact, a lot of the manufacturers up in Indiana offer free tours.
So the only bad thing is they don't let you, up to a point, they don't let you video or take pictures.
True.
So you'll get a taste of what the tour is like before the tour and after the tour.
Yeah.
But when you're actually going into the facility,
Makes sense.
I can't bring you that video.
Things, things are a little chaotic at certain points of the process. We were walking through and we were going, ooh, we need one of those for our unit. Ooh,
Yeah.
Everybody pick up all the rivets you see on the ground. We need to take these home and put them on our unit.
Honestly, though, there was 1 or 2 things I didn't quite drive with me. I'm like, okay, you make such a wonderful product, but there's 1 or 2 places, guys, come on, you can do a whole lot better.
Yeah.
I'll bring that to you. And again, that's just an honest opinion from myself and from her. I mean, yes, we absolutely love Airstream. We're not in any way affiliated with them, or anything else like
Right.
that. But yeah, there's a couple things that honestly I still look at and go, why are you doing it this way?
Right.
Doesn't cost you anything. And honestly, one of those things is the Parallax. I mean, they now have, they use a plastic cover on their power converters.
Yeah, plastic box.
Doesn't
for their
make
converter.
sense. But another video, and
Yeah.
we'll be bringing that out to you.
So what else have we done? We've done some touristy things. We went to the caverns in Ohio, which was super cool. Highly encourage everybody to go do that.
Yep.
Um,
And a lot of driving, a lot of KOAs, and a lot of driving.
yeah.
As you see here, we're at a KOA. These are amazing places. So if you're ever looking or considering, moving over into the RV lifestyle, the camping lifestyle, you don't have your RV yet, or you haven't, maybe it's in the shop or whatnot, stop, get a cabin. These things are absolutely amazing. It's not like it was old school where we just had screens and bugs and everything inside. I mean, they have, the small cabins, but you can still, as you can see here with all the smoke, I don't know if you can see the fire, you still get your camping experience. So
Yeah.
at least it's not on me. Another video, the smoke just follows me.
Yep. So we have some other cool things that are planned. Tomorrow we are supposed to be meeting with Zip-D Awnings
Right.
out of the Chicago area. We actually reached out to them when we were dealing with our clamp removal issue.
Yep.
To try to get some information, and they offered to let us come up and get some replacement parts for our awning.
And take a quick tour. So hopefully I could bring you that video.
Yeah.
There's a couple questions I have. Hey, look, I'm having this issue here. I'd love to video it and show other people, how to, if they've had the same problem, how to get past it. Can we talk with you guys and kind of show me what I need to do?
Yeah.
Sure, come on up.
So we don't know exactly what to expect there yet, but we hope that will work out well.
I expect some video. That's what I want.
And then we have another company that we won't really name at this point, but that we're going to be meeting with Tuesday, who's interested in helping us work with our plumbing.
Yep.
So we hope to be able to take some video then and share that in a future episode when we get to that area of our rebuild.
And we will be showing you video of the frame markup and build as well when we get back to Texas.
Yep. So just be patient with us, guys. Know that, like we said from the very beginning, we are a family. We do work full time. We run our own business. And we do this in addition to all of that. So we're working very hard to try and bring you guys content every week. But this week just happened to be a little bit different. And we will deal with the technology failure and get that fixed and come up with a backup for our backup shortly.
Yeah. So thank you guys, and we promise there will be another video out next week. And actually, we'll be probably rolling out 2 or 3 videos a week. I do have my 2 minutes with Todd. May not have that tomorrow because that's one of those, or Tuesday. Tuesday.
What is today?
Today's Sunday. I'm already thinking that this is rolling out Monday when they're going to see this. So Tuesday, tomorrow.
Yeah.
We may or may not, because I don't have the unit here in front of here. I mean, I can show you how to, ruin a perfectly good fire. 2 minutes, I can take that fire out. So, just a lot of lighter fluid.
Oh my gosh.
That's it, guys. So, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.